Welcome back, everyone, and Merry Christmas Eve and Merry Christmas, depending what part of the world you're in and what time you're going to see this. And today we're going to look at prices from 1 year ago exactly and see where the crypto market is heading for 2022. I believe I'm going to title this video as Hold and You Shall Be Rewarded. Obviously, we're going to look at some price history and everyone that bought last year around this time and they held up to now. Some pretty big profits, very, very big profits. Obviously, even with the month of December, with the crypto being sold off because of Bitcoin and the Omicron and all sorts of other things, stuff is still holding up pretty well and people are buying back in. The December to January effect, or whatever it's called. So, Solana was $1.69. Think about that, $1.69. And let's just take a quick little look here. $193. It's up 14,000%. And we're also going to talk about Solana in a different video. I'm going to go through a top 5 cryptos to own for 2022. What should make you some money for next year. Some low market coins as well. But Solana, 14,000%. And there's a lot of price predictions for this to hit between 600 and 700 for 2022. We'll go over that in a whole different video. We do not want to be talking about Solana for 20 minutes right now. But think about it. You bought this December 25th or December 24th. Look at that. December 24th. 136, 145 last Christmas Day. Imagine that. Sitting there with your family. If you had family over. Like, oh, I'm going to buy Solana. $193 right now. You're having a nice Christmas today. Let's go back to this list. Bitcoin obviously is at 51,000. It's going on a run. Ethereum was at 654. It was a lot cheaper 2 years ago, but Ethereum 4,081, and it's been bouncing up and down the last, let's say, the last 2 weeks between 3,800, 3,700, and back up to 41, 4,200. Obviously, it's only up 575%, but that's a huge return. You don't get that. Like I said, the stock market, you know, a lot of people don't remember this, obviously, because everyone's been spoiled with crypto and the lockdowns and everything, but stock market, a safe return usually, or an average return, was 7% a year. Sometimes you would buy into a stock that would run up 20 to 30%, but that doesn't really happen anymore. But, you know, 7% is your average return. Any of these cryptos you invest in, you know, sometimes you see 7% in like an hour. So, you know, they are very highly volatile. But when you are going to risk to make 50x or 100x, can also go the other way. And let's keep checking down this list. BNB obviously went from $30 to $546. 1,600%. Still very, very good. Like I said, so for all of you that have been buying and selling, or you would be buying a coin and then you would drop it out because you're like, oh, it was supposed to go to the moon but it didn't, you know, you gotta have a plan, and the plan is to hold for at least a year or more. What they teach in business schools is you need to, any investment, any business you do, anything, you should have a 5-year plan. You should expect to be rewarded in 5 years. We've obviously been getting very spoiled with crypto in about a year, but that's okay. But still, the crypto market is changing everything. You know, you're getting bigger returns, better everything. It's turning everything upside down, and it's going to continue on doing that. 2022 is going to be a huge year as well. That is the forecast. And obviously, you have all these new cryptos coming out. You have the NFTs, and you have the play-to-earn games, the metaverse. Obviously, the metaverse is going to be an up and down thing. I don't see some of those games that you have to buy land for thousands of dollars or even millions continuing to hold that strong. But the other games coming out that are basically play to earn, free to play. You can just jump into the game. You don't have to buy any NFTs. You can just rent them, or they give you one to play to earn. Those are going to do really, really well in 2022. So let's go back to the list, and we'll talk about NFTs later on. Tron, ADA, Cardano, obviously we know that went up to almost $3. It's back down. Doge was interesting because that was just a pump. That was a classic pump and dump. People wanted to dump into a coin that was very cheap on Robinhood, just like people used to do on the pink sheets. And unfortunately, it did go up 4,000 to, it's up 4,000% from a year ago. Obviously, it was up a lot more when it was on SNL. Look at that, 74 cents right by SNL time. May 7th. So it was really up like 8, 9, 10,000% around there. But it came right back down. But still, if you bought it last year around this time when everyone was pumping it, you're up 4,087%. And I actually remember buying more around this time. Christmas Eve, I was having a drink with one of our subscribers on here, and we were talking about the Doge, and we bought some, and I kept buying more. I think at the time I had like 150,000 Dogecoin or 200,000 Dogecoin, obviously. It was quite the time, but it's up 4,087%. Obviously, Dogecoin for 2022, I can't really give you a price prediction on it. The developers and the creators keep fighting over it, and they keep dismissing it as a meme coin and a joke, so they haven't done anything with it. You have Elon Musk that obviously believes in it, and he wants it to continue some development, but at the moment it's pretty stagnant. But you never know. Maybe we'll see a run up to 74 cents again towards its all-time high. You know, we can't really speculate at the moment because we don't know too much, because there is people developing some stuff on their own free time, but when you don't have a fund to pay them out, you know, sometimes they give up on it, but we shall see. So what else do we have here that we wanted to take a look at? And then obviously, you know, Dot, Atom, Luna. Did we go over Luna? Luna was 48 cents. What is Luna now? $95. Luna is $95, huh? 18,000%. It's phenomenal. Let's just take a look. Go back to this chart. And again, even if you own any of these coins, or if you bought into any of these coins like recently, Solana, Ethereum, Doge, whatever, you can just hold on to them now and just wait to see what happens in a year. They'll all keep going up. Obviously, there's a lot of new coins to get into right now that are very cheap, and they will probably do the same kind of run up, you know, 400 to 20,000%. And one coin that we saw recently do that was Shiba. And if you see Shiba down here, look at that. Look at all those zeros. Look how many zeros were there. Unbelievable. Do I have a Shiba? Well, actually, I got the daily chart for Shiba, but let's actually just type in... let's go over here to Shiba. Let's scroll out. How far back can we scroll out here? It won't load us up anymore. Okay, so TradingView only started to have this since since May. Alright, so TradingView has not been showing us this, but again, Shiba went to the moon. Let's see if we can find Shiba. Here we go, right here. Nice and easy. 1 year. Okay, 61 million% in a year. Very interesting. It's a lot of gains. But again, you know, you've got so many other coins, so many other projects, a lot of play-to-earn games coming out. We talk about a few of them on this channel. But there's more coming out. There's actual useful projects. A lot of these coins are now useful. They're not just to store value like gold. Unfortunately, Bitcoin is now really controlled by the 1%. A lot of people are just investing in it as a store of value, like gold or silver. Well, silver has been pretty much the same price for the last 10 years. It's just been going up and down a couple of bucks. But Bitcoin's not really useful anymore. It was the first coin, and it created everything else. So Bitcoin will keep going up. It will probably crack $100,000 some point early next year. But it just, you know, it's just a store of value. You buy Bitcoin, and basically people are seeing it as a safe place to dump some money or hide money into it. However you want to see it. But again, for the future, for 2022, if you believe in a project, whatever it is, just buy into it and at least hold it for a year. Don't be like, okay, I bought into it. When are we going to moon? When am I going to get my Lamborghini? Is it going to be in a couple days? Maybe not. Unless, you know, you bought in on Doge when, you know, you had that SNL run up. That jumped quite a lot in those weeks. But, you know, there will be one or two coins that do that. It's hard to predict, but the history over here tells us that if you buy a coin and you hold on to it for a year or 2 years, you will be very well rewarded. Obviously, if you've seen my last video or two behind, I had the SMI and DB7 that was on the Shiba profits. Obviously, with Shiba going up 61 million %, no matter where you bought in, if you bought in here or here, this one up made you quite a lot of money. Now, you know, over here you could have bought $100, a couple $100 to 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, and you made millions. But when you bought, like over here or over here, yeah, like right there, I remember that time. You know, depending, you know, if you put $100 in, it went up quite a bit, but it did not go to a crazy amount. So a lot of times, you know, unless you get very early in a project and it's only got like 20,000 holders or 30,000 holders, putting in $100 or $200 is good there. But if you jump into a project that's already got like 100,000 holders, 200,000 holders, 200,000 holders, and you need to kind of up the game. You got to put in 3, 4, 5 grand to really make it into that $1 million range. But you know, projects that have like under 20,000 holders now, yeah, I can put $100, $200 because it's got so much room to grow. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys are investing for 2022. I will do a video about all of the coins I think that are going to be worth buying for 2022 to hold on, and what should make you the most return from what I believe in. Let me know what you think. Comment, like, subscribe below. Share with all your friends. Share it on Reddit, etc. Let me know. And Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas Eve. Lots of other holidays that I don't even know about, depending on where you are in the world. And stay safe, everyone.